Hi, my name is Scott, and I'd like to read you a book. Lizzi Light, the Starfisher, by Gwen Mariani. Lizzi Light, so wonderful and bright, lives at the edge of the gathering trees, in a meadow so plush the animals blush at the sound of the whispering breeze. Her days pass by with wonderings of why about all of nature's beings. Do the clouds have eyes way up in the skies? She imagines how much they are seeing. Do the trees have ears as they stand without fears through the storms and the darkness of night? Do the winds travel far like the light from a star? Why do the birds fly so far out of sight? Lizzi Light welcomes the night as soon as the sun drops low. The light of the moon will be here soon to share its soft, gentle glow. Lizzi Light watches the night with the treasures she found that day. A stone of white, a feather of flight, and some daisies she picked on the way. As the sky dims its light, she admires the night and the quiet that comes with the moon. She knows in her heart it is only the start for the owls, the skunks, and the raccoons. They wander the night on the ground or in flight, under the deep and darkening skies. A wolf pack howls, for they are on the prowl until sunlight begins to rise. She rests her head on her nice cozy bed and questions the stars that shine. What will they say in the light of the day if I have some that I can call mine? Tomorrow she knows just where to go to find the answers she seeks. At dusk she will climb for the very first time to the height of the mountaintop's peak. The stars hover there, and she will be near to capture the lights that fly. Hers they will be, and soon they will see they do not belong way up high. She sleeps through the night with her vision in sight, wondering if their twinkles sing a sweet song. She slumbers away until the next day, knowing truly with her they belong. The morning light calls as the moonlight falls, and the stars hide far from sight. All this day she will find a way to the top of the mountain by night. She whistles her way throughout the day with excitement for gathering new friends. A bunny she passes, hopping through the grasses, very near where the forest path bends. The bunny says, "Hello, where do you go on this bright summer day, Lizzi Light?" "Hello, Mr. Hops, with one ear that flops. I am heading to meet the night." Why do you go? I need to know, as the journey seems so far. For the mountain peak is what I seek, and my plan is to catch a star. I am ready to get with my net, I am set, to fish the stars from the sky. With me they will be happier, you'll see, than floating so very high. I wonder, you see, how it will be to have them all the time. They smile and blink, so with delight I think I will name them and call them all mine. To the mountain you say, Mr. Hops looks her way. I have never seen such a sight. For my legs only hop to get to the top. It would take me 2 days and nights. Please join me, dear sir, for I am sure with me your trip will be slight. There is room, you see, in my bag here with me, so you may finally meet the night. Together they reach the view that they seek, just as the sun goes down. With much delight, a wonderful sight, and the perfect spot they have found. The night will soon show a wonderful glow with shimmers of twinkling light. As the stars awake, for herself she will take their sparkle from the deep, dark night. Mr. Hops finally asks, questioning his task, "Are you sure this action is wise? For without their light, the night won't be bright. And what if the night sky dies?" "Oh, silly Mr. Hops, with one ear that flops, I am not trying to be unkind. They won't be missed. It's just a small twist to the darker parts of time." What about the others who lie in their covers, looking forward to their sparkle and shine? "Mr. Hops, don't you see I want them to be where their sparkle will be all mine? What will they say in the light of day about the darkness that lost its light? And what of the moon? She will miss them so soon and cry for their light all night. I will take care, and I will be willing to share the wonders of their light, sweet songs. We came all this way throughout the day, ashamed to say this is wrong." One by one, the job gets done as Lizzi takes the stars from the sky. They wiggle and giggle, in the net they do jiggle, as the moon begins to sigh. 2 by 2, leaving only a few that hover so very high. Home they go. All will soon know many questions of the darkening sky. Lizzi packs her sack full of stars on her back, leaving the sky without its bling. The moon up high is wondering why someone would do such a thing. Lizzi Light walks the night to give them a brand new home. Soon in her room, she'll hear their sweet tune and spend time with all of them alone. As quiet as a mouse, she enters the house, releasing the stars in her room. They shimmer and shine, and all seems fine until the sky says good night to the moon. To the ceiling they go. Lizzi Light knows that this will be so much fun. With the sun of the day coming their way, new friendships have just begun. Their eyes surely close, with the sun they do doze, and Lizzi begins to frown. In the light of the day, they have nothing to say, only whispers of soft sleeping sounds. The stars sleep away all through the day, not a word or peep do they speak. Lizzi does sigh, their smiles they hide, and everything seems so bleak. All day long, not a twinkle or song is heard from the giggling ones. She patiently waits for the day to get late and the setting of the daylight sun. At dusk they must, Lizzi does trust, share with all that they know. So high in the sky, she wants to know why so far from the sun they go. The moon does rise, they open their eyes, and Lizzi begins her questions. Side by side, with nowhere to hide, to her they pay no attention. The night goes by with questions of why, like, where do you all go all day? How do you glow? I need to know. How in the sky do you stay? Only singing and blinging until her ears are ringing and glasses are worn for the glare. The tunes soon boom, filling her room. For her answers she no longer cares. Lizzi Light, in her room so bright, looks forward to the early morning sun. For goodness sake, I need a break. This certainly is not much fun. As the sun says hello, Lizzi does go to find her friend, Mr. Hops. At the end of the bend, there is her friend, right there where the forest does stop. Oh, Lizzi Light, you look such a fright. Whatever could be so wrong? Oh, Mr. Hops, they never did stop with their twinkling all night long. I slept not a wink as they shimmered and blinked and repeated their starlight songs. The answers I seek now seem so bleak in the light of this early dawn. Their giggles so sweet I was happy to meet, but I regret what I've done. I was mistaken in the act of taking the stars from everyone. Well, Lizzie Light, I think you are right, for the night was just not the same. The animals all chattered about the matter, and the owls all hooted, "Who is to blame?" The trees shook their leaves, those horrible thieves, and the moon began to weep. The cats in the alley began to rally, and the night frogs refused to peep. Oh, Mr. Hops, you surely did stop before giving them all my name. Well, Lizzie Light, you must make this right, for the stars are not to be tamed. A firm lesson learned. I will promptly return the stars to the moon and the sky. In the darkness so free is where they should be, for all to enjoy way up high. Lizzie goes back to pack her sack full of the stars that sleep all day. With her friend Mr. Hops, they never do stop, while the stars snooze all the way. As they awake for everyone's sake, she replaces the stars that shine. For now she is sure that they are not just for her, and the darkness will be just fine. The stars do fly, Lizzie says goodbye, and the moon gives her a wink. Back in the night, what a beautiful sight as the stars begin to blink. Now the stars are above where they can be loved by everyone through the night. Their glorious shine makes everything fine as her eyes close tight that night. The moon softly beams, calling for sweet, gentle dreams, while Lizzie falls fast asleep to the hoot of an owl, an enchanted wolf's howl, and the frogs' serenading peeps.